To me, an adventure is everything. From the experiences.
Hey, Fizzy. Hi. Swing? Oh, that was nice. Woo!
To the risks.
Today we're here back again in a new room, in a new state, halfway across the country.
To the memories.
You have a problem? We may or may not have just signed the apartment lease with... Woo! Woo!
To the friends you make.
Oh! Yes, let's go.
To the family you make.
This is where we fry things with air. Oh, there's still stuff in here.
It changes you.
Go forward, go forward, forward! You went backwards!
And my life may be changing once again, but I will never regret the choices that led me here.
I need the wider... Whoa! Jesus! What the... Oh my god!
Target, Zyfe.
Oh my god! That means I can... Oh! Oh my god! What?
365 days. 12 months. What was 1 year of experiences for others was a lifetime of experiences for me.
Hello everybody, I'm Target, as you know, and today, as you can tell, I am in my old room. This is the last time I'm going to be in this apartment, the one that I bought with Zyfe a year ago. He's already moved out, I'm just about moved out, I'm just grabbing a few final things and filming this. Today's date is November 1st, 2021. And by the time you're seeing this, it's probably around November 14th. This last year has been incredible. It's been crazy, and I am so thankful for everything that I've learned, for everything that I've done. And while I'm saving a lot of this for later on in the video, I want to preface up front that Zyfe and Fizzy and I are completely cool. I'll be back and visiting them frequently, and they'll probably pop in as a surprise every so often as well. There will still be tons of videos between the Duo channel and our channels, and you'll probably see them even more now. And us three are very close, and we're all helping each other out with this move and figuring everything out, so no worries there. I know you guys have a lot of questions, and that will be answered later in the video, but first, let me catch you up to present day. Whoa, but we're up. Okay. This is the room at the moment. Suitcase. I have everything organized. That's all my mount stuff. This is all the stuff that's going in the truck. Camera cables, HDMI cables and power cables, Ethernet cables, sound stuff, more sound stuff, PS5 stuff, monitor stuff, mouse and keyboard stuff, and then the whole desk is cleaned off. It's so weird. Speaking of weird, it is very empty out here now. So echoey. There's like nothing left. There was a table here. And that's Zyfe's room. Nothing. So odd. Alright, this is taking too long. Boom! Just like that. There's a couple dots on the wall from the paint being ripped off. Whoops. But you can see a lot of progress. Okay. Guess what? A lot of it's packed. Most of it, actually. Not all of it, but most of it. This is all the stuff that's going in the car and the truck. I have a lot more stuff than I thought I did. All I have left to pack is the big furniture. So there's not much left to go. It's a lot of stuff. I'm doing it all myself. It's taken 2 full days straight to pack all that. It's quite the process.
As you guys can see, it's all loaded up with all my stuff. So much stuff treacherous into this 6x7 by 8'4" cube. You can see how tall it is. I'm 6 foot, like almost exactly, and it's right above my head. So we got like everything in here. And it's about to go on a drive. They're gonna be driving this for me. It's gonna be awesome. I will admit, it is a very strange feeling, but it's coming together very well, so I'm very excited. So I might have unintentionally lied. This is now my last time in the apartment. Over the last few days, I've been thinking, this is my last time doing this, and then this. This is the last time I'm saying goodnight to life in this apartment. This is the last time I'm gonna drive up this parking garage. The last time I'm going to sit on this balcony, for example, right now while it's raining. Last night was the last time I'd be up on the roof, watching the scenery, right? I'm trying to like take everything in as it's happening and experience it to the fullest. And it's kind of crazy. Goodbye, my room. Goodbye. Goodbye, apartment. Alright guys, well we're in the car. I just dropped my dad off at the airport. I said goodbye to Zive and Fizzy last night. That was pretty sad. But as you can see, I have my whole life in my car. Most of it's under blankets so no one can see it. So no one can see all the stuff. Trunk's completely full, back seat's completely full. My shipping container is literally already at my house in like 3 days. That was so fast for it being driven across the country for me. So yeah, we're about to start this 20-hour drive. I'm driving 9.5 hours today to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and then I'm driving the other 12 hours tomorrow. So let's get going. Hello, it's been a little while. It's actually been a lot longer than I thought it would be by the time I was actually making this video, or this segment of this video. I thought this video was gonna go up around November 14th, and now here it is, November 23rd, and we are finally finishing the video. The drive went really well. I had a pretty good drive here. It took us, 20 hours of driving to get here. Cow crossing. All right, Bessie, let us through. Why are you looking at me like that? And then once we got here, I unloaded all my stuff, I got everything ready, and I set up my room, which I'm currently in now. And this room is very, very cool. I'm definitely gonna do a tour
at some point later this month probably, so keep an eye out for that. I know a lot of people are very curious as to why I moved and are looking for the reason, so I'm going to be getting into that and also answering some other questions and just kind of getting into what things are going to be like. So let's start off with the biggest question that has been asked everywhere. Why did you move? The reasoning for why I moved had nothing to do with Zyph or Fizzy or Dylan or Blake, however you want to call him. It had nothing to do with Texas over California. It had nothing to do with anything anyone did. It completely came down to family for me, family and friends. When I moved away, I was moving away from a lot of my really, really good friends here and obviously my really good family. I have a twin brother, I have an older brother, obviously my mom and dad, and overall I have a lot of people around me that I'm very close to here that I interact with daily, like every single day. I'm a very, very social person with my family. I like to maintain those emotional connections and always be involved. And I went from seeing them every single day and not having gone more than like a week without seeing them to having to go 4 to 6 weeks every single time I went back to Texas without seeing them, without doing things. And that part really got to me. It was the most difficult part for sure, was the homesickness for me.
This is so nasty.
No, I came back here a ton. I was constantly pre-recording and always to get to the next trip, and it just made more sense to me if I'm going to be spending half of my life just pre-recording for the next trips, then maybe that kind of gives me an idea of where I actually want to be. Zyph was a fantastic roommate. I really enjoyed all the time I spent with him in that apartment in Texas. I learned a lot. Time management, cooking, independency, by far the biggest one. We both met Fizzy for the first time in March, and they already got an apartment. And don't worry, like I said earlier, totally cool with them. I actually helped them not move in, but get set up. I was actually here in California when they actually moved in. I was prepping stuff on my own, then I flew back and got everything ready, and then I moved here. But yeah, I did Fizzy's cable management on his sick setup, so I'm very happy with that. I'm very glad that they got an apartment together. I'll definitely be out there a couple times next year. They'll probably be out here at some point, and probably also for VidCon, so there's a lot to look forward to with that. Now, where I currently am is probably also a question on your mind. I am currently back in my original house that I moved out of on October 31st of 2020. This is where my family lives, and I am not in the same room. I actually moved into a different room. It's a little bigger, suits my stuff and my space a little more. This is where I'm going to be, just for the unknown future. I'm just gonna come in here, just gonna enjoy the time I have with my family and friends, and then I will figure out my next stepping off point whenever I am ready. So whether that means I live close or whether that means I live far, I don't know. I'm playing it by ear, and I'm just going to enjoy it. It's crazy what you take for granted that you don't realize until you move out. You know, it's like right when you move out, you realize all these things that have been happening constantly that you just never took the advantage of appreciating in the past. And that's something I was trying so hard to appreciate those last few months in Texas, was every single moment. Every single time there's a storm, you know where I would be. I'd be up on the roof photographing the lightning. I got some great lightning photos over the course of that year. I got some great videos, and that was so incredibly fun. Zyph and Fizzy and I did so many things, from like go-karting to escape rooms to these crazy dinners to bowling to mini golf to arcades to Topgolf. All this crazy stuff. It was awesome. I will never regret moving out. I will never regret anything that happened in the last year. It was so worth it. It taught me so much, and it built these lifelong friendships, and it was great. It was really, really good. I also have 1 semester left of college, so I get to graduate, and I'll be here for that, so that's going to be neat. I'm currently taking my associate's degree for film. I'm sure you've seen a lot of my short films. If you haven't, there will be a playlist linked down below. I've made a ton of different short films, and there's some crazy things in those films. Very proud of a lot of them, and it helps a lot when I make these sort of videos, or my original moving video that I made a year ago, and other stuff like that. So go check out some of those short films, some of those cinematics. There's some really cool things to look at and pick from, and I think you'll really, really enjoy it. Also, I should also preface that Zyfe and Fizzy were super supportive of my moving process and my decision and all that sort of stuff. So it was really nice. It was really nice. I was supportive of them. They were supportive of me. It was a nice, you know, little circle of supportiveness. Now, I know people are probably curious what my plan is back here in California, and I actually do have a pretty solid plan. Back in Texas, I was having to spend multiple weeks in a row pre-recording so I could go on a 1 to 2 week trip with my family, and it would take up all of my time. I could be sitting there working 10 to 12 hours a day, every day, even including weekends, constantly recording, and then I would be gone, and then, you know, right when I get back, I'd be constantly back to pre-recording. It was exhausting. So because I don't have to spend all my extra energy on pre-recording, I'm going to take a lot of that energy and put it back into my channel. I'm probably going to make a clips channel. I'm probably going to upload more on my Target 4D Gaming channel. But most importantly, I'm going to, once again, up the quality of my main channel and try and stream more on Twitch. So those are my 2 top priorities. And if I have time for the other ones, I'm going to spread out to those. And I'm just going to really try and put all that extra energy and focus into the things that I didn't have time to do before. Like, I'm not going to cut corners at all. I'm going to be very, very concise with what I do. And with Zyfe backing off of his daily uploads for the first time in 2 years, I'm actually really excited for him. He gets to try this new thing that he hasn't been able to try. He gets to take some time for himself and take a deep breath. So it's kind of similar to that. I needed a deep breath. I didn't want to continue to stress myself out with all this pre-recording, so I backed off the gas just a little bit. And here in California, I'm gonna have a lot more of a chance to ease back on it and keep things steady and not burn out my engine. So, will you ever move back in with Zyfe? This is a question I have no idea the answer to. I honestly don't know. It comes down to a lot of factors. I think I've realized over this last year that being far from family really stresses me out, and if I want to stay closer to family long term, then that kind of comes down to if we're even going to have the opportunity of living close to each other once again. Texas was a fantastic state. I actually highly enjoyed it. The scenery, the food, the places that you can go. It was a really, really neat place, but with being so far away from my family, it was just easier for me to be here. So if there's ever a time that he moves out to California or I move back out to Texas, or somehow there's a middle meeting point, it might be something to think about. But for the meantime, I don't think that would come back around, but we'll see. You know, I'm definitely very open to it because I had a fantastic year. But you know what? This is a time will tell sort of question. I honestly cannot answer this. But for the meantime, I'm going to be living at home, enjoying my family, and then we'll just go from there. And just as an extra note, I will be back down there, as I said, quite a bit. So you guys will see me in quite a few videos. It will definitely not be as frequent, but, you know, we still have other cool things going on with Zyfe, like the Duo channel. And, you know, with Fizzy, we're still constantly making stuff and talking and playing games and stuff. So we are all good on that note. How do you feel mentally after moving back to California? I've actually felt pretty good so far. It was pretty hard saying goodbye to Zyfe and Fizzy. That was a pretty sad couple days. But, you know, I enjoyed it to the most that I could. And we had a fantastic time. Ever since I've come back to California, I've been kind of going headfirst into all the things I felt like I've been missing out on. I've done a lot of movies. I've done a lot of hanging out and playing games with my brothers and friends. You know, quite a few friends have already spent the night. You know, I'm just kind of trying to ease back into that. I've been pretty happy with it. I haven't had any homesickness because I'm home. But yes, I definitely do miss Zyfe and Fizzy. It's weird not seeing them for this long. Usually even my long trips are not this long, so I think it hasn't fully hit me yet, and maybe in a week or two it will have, but overall I'm feeling pretty good. What was your best memory in Texas is the next question. It might have actually been fairly recently when Zyfe and Fizzy, and I were at the apartment with Fizzy's girlfriend Maddie, and we were sitting there and we played the Upside Down Glasses game, like just out in our living room at the table. It's a card game, and we made obstacle courses and cup stacking challenges and all these other things. But it's so hard to pick. There's so much we've done. There's so many amazing moments, so many amazing nights that I had where I came back and it was just one of the highlights, I felt like. And that's gonna be something that's what made editing this video that you're watching right now so sad is that there's so many amazing moments to pick from. And I'm very glad that I captured them and that I'm able to put them into a place where I can look back on them and, you know, experience partially what I experienced back when I was living in Texas. Will we get some good Target 3D Brother and Target 3D Twin content now? Yes, you'll probably see them quite a bit more, especially if I do like another subathon, or like you'll probably see them in the Twitch streams more, all that sort of fun stuff. So yes, there will indeed be some more Target 3D Brother and Twin content. What happened to your bird, Arya? Well, you'll probably see her a lot more now too, because this is my bird, everybody. You probably haven't seen her before, or you have if you've been around for longer than a year. This is my lovely bird, Arya. She is a sun-cheek conure. You know, she's blurry, but, you know, you get the point. She is an amazing burb, and you know what? She's very cute. Let's see if she kisses me, okay? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? She kissed me. So you'll probably see her around. She's awesome. My brother's been taking care of her for the last year. My twin brother, since we split the money and got her a couple years ago. My dog knocked over my water cup and is now drinking the water. Great. And here's my dog, everybody. This is Lizzie. She's 15 and a half years old. Very old puppy. But you know what? She's so adorable, right? She's our little baby. She's adorable. Aw, she yawned. Aw. Alright. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the cap of the questions that I'm going to be answering today. If you guys have any other questions, ask them below. I'll definitely be sure to answer them. This last year has been amazing, and I'm never going to regret it. I really, really enjoyed it. There's so much that I learned, so much that I experienced. I made some lifelong friends, and it really opened up the door for a lot of things in my life, and I'm so glad that I did it, and I'm really excited to see what's yet to come. So, to Zyph and Fizzy, thank you guys so much for everything, for all the support, and just being amazing friends overall. I'll be back soon. Well, everyone, that's going to wrap it up for today. So now I'm in Texas. I am back where I used to live. It's been an amazing year, and I wouldn't trade it up for anything. So what's going to happen in the next year? I guess we'll find out. There's a lot that could happen. I don't know what's going to change between my upload schedule or anything like that. I'm just going to coast into it and play it by ear. And I thank you guys all for your patience. And with that aside, I will see you guys in the very first video in my new room with my new setup pretty soon. I don't know when. I don't have a specific day. So, I'll see you then.
To me, an adventure is everything. From the experiences
What the?
to the risks
Jacob, run! Jacob, run! Jacob, run! Jacob, run!
to the memories
Oh my god!
to the friends you make to the family you make.
2, 1.
It changes you. And my life may be changing once again, but I will never regret the choices that led me here. 365 days. 12 months.
Maybe I'll make one myself.
So, this is my room.
What was 1 year of experiences for others was a lifetime of experiences for me.
I'm just popping in real quick to say it was fun. I'll be back soon, don't you worry.